Aloha everyone! Today I'm exploring the town of Aiea. There are a lot of great places to exercise and stay active. And as always, so many options for eating. I'll even get to visit the greenest patch in all of Aiea, the watercress farm. I hope you'll enjoy this as much as me.
Cool for Kūpuna is brought to you by HMSA and Premier Benefit Consultants.
When it comes to Aiea, there are so many places to eat and just not enough time. How about I show you just a few that hit my Ono spot? Shiro's Saimin Haven has been serving up steamy bowls of saimin from its Waimalu Plaza location since 1969. Brand's Shiro Matsuo, also known as Mr. Saimin, is someone I remember for his Dear Hearts poems that appeared weekly in the newspaper back in the day. The restaurant serves up 64 different saimin creations even to this day. I was lucky enough to meet his daughter Linda and grandson Bryce, who carry on the family tradition year after year. In the mood for Italian food? Ricotta's would be a good choice.
The food we cook here is Italian style food, and we have pasta dish such as lasagna, linguine meatballs, and sausage, and chicken saltimbocca, and seafood also. When we start this restaurant, I almost work every day in the kitchen and cooking, and after I cooked, and I always go out to ask the customer how they like the food. They give us very honest opinion, and I slowly change, some of the recipes, so they become very like it. I love cooking is fun actually. So you can put everything together and make something is really unique and surprise, and especially when you see people they love it and smile, that you feel good.
Ah, can you smell that? The smell of baked goods fresh out of the oven from Ani's Bakery is indescribable. Lychee, almond, lilikoi, guava, even taro butter rolls. You name it, they bake it. And don't forget to pick up a dozen donuts or eclairs. I like to bake, but a trip here satisfies my sweet tooth a whole lot faster. I'm here with Will Cortez. He's the owner of 49er. It's been here since 1947. But Will has been the owner since
2007.
2007. What possessed you? Why did you make this yours?
Well, I grew up coming here as a young child, and it was such an iconic restaurant that I've always had interest in maybe someday owning it.
Wow.
And once I had the opportunity, I jumped on it.
When we walked in here, I could feel your aloha, you're welcome. I mean, we felt like come on in and come and have something to eat, and like you were in somebody's house.
Right.
Family. So tell me a little bit
I'm so
about.
glad you said that, because that's always what I always emphasize when people come in here. I want them to feel like they're coming into their uncle's house or their grandma's house. And, we might not be perfect, but at least people genuinely know that we care. Yeah, we have outside seating. We have 10 tables outside under the mango tree that's been there for 80 years.
I saw your sign, no pick the mangoes.
Yes, don't pick the mangoes, please. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the outside seating has been a help, and it's cool out there. You know, people can bring their dogs.
Oh, nice.
You know, they can just hang out. It's this nice breeze. And it's something that you got to be proud of. You know, something. You know, every dish that gets put out from 49ers. You know, I think of it like, you know, this restaurant's been here for so long, and I feel the reason it's been here for so long is that the Chigamis and myself, we genuinely care about our customers, the people that, you know, come in and eat. You know, the grandparents came, you know, they brought their kids. Now their kids are bringing their kids. So, you know, you gotta really care, you know, and I think it comes through our food. Well, I'm gonna serve you guys what 49ers was built on, which is our original handmade burgers and our saimin.
What do we got here? My spam, my kamaboko, my char siu. I'm just gonna get it all in one bite, if I can. 100% local.
Now I know why they come.
Good taste.
Right? Okay.
Taste.
And not too much
Homemade.
fun, because you know, too much fun makes you full. Anyway,
Homemade.
if you need some comfort food, serious comfort food, come here and say hi to Will and order just exactly what we have. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love it.
Welcome back to this week's episode. Today, we're gonna be doing a healthy Hollandaise sauce. So we take our egg yolks and we're gonna set it up or put it inside a double boiler. So a double boiler is simply a pot with a little bit of water and in a bowl. You're gonna constantly stir these egg yolks, and then you're gonna slowly drizzle in some warm olive oil. This stirring is gonna emulsify the egg yolk and the olive oil and create a sauce. So you gotta keep going. And if you don't have chopsticks, you just gotta shake them like this. We're gonna add in the juice of half a lemon, pinch of salt. When you get your Hollandaise silky smooth consistency, there shouldn't be any chunky yellow pieces because that means your sauce overcooked. Thank you for joining us for this week's episode for a healthy Hollandaise sauce. Join us next week for more tips. Aloha.
This is the year I spend more time standing up than sitting down because 65 is just another number. I choose HMSA Medicare Advantage.
Plans start at $0 on Oahu. Learn more at hmsa.com/Medicare.
Aloha! Kaniawa, Danny Klekini. If you need Medicare insurance, call Premier Benefit Consultants. You know, this Kama'aina company represents more Medicare Advantage plans than anyone else in Hawaii, and will give you good advice for free. They believe in family, integrity, and exceptional service. Old school, local style. Contact Premier Benefit Consultants for Medicare advice you need and service you deserve. Mahalo!
40 years ago, Crime Stoppers Honolulu was formed to make our community safer. With thousands of arrests, closure of cases, and millions of illegal drugs off our streets, Crime Stoppers Honolulu continues to reduce crime in our neighborhoods. And with student and animal crime stoppers, the safety of our residents and community continues to grow. With our great volunteers and community support, Crime Stoppers Honolulu looks forward to another 40 years. See something, say something, and stay anonymous. Together, we'll keep Honolulu safe. Mahalo.
This is the year I celebrate life's milestones with loved ones, because 65 is just another number. I choose HMSA Medicare Advantage.
Plans start at $0 on Oahu. Learn more at hmsa.com/Medicare.
Enough eating? Now it's time to work off some of those calories. And Aiea has a lot of places to do just that, indoors and outdoors. There's nothing quite like a good walk in the park. I found my way to Keaiwa Heiau State Park to do just that. Here where the air is fresh and cool, it felt like the perfect place to get away from it all and get in a few steps. Aiea Bowl is one of the few bowling alleys left on the island. Edward, tell me, you come here twice a week, I understand, right?
I come here on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Monday, Tuesdays, and how long do you bowl?
About 3 hours.
Wow.
Sometimes 4 hours. Yeah.
That's good exercise.
Yeah.
So you guys get together every Monday, Tuesday together?
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, so you play music together, you bowl together, you stay together, right?
Yeah.
Right on. Oh, so you don't bowl, but you like to golf? Then I'm sure you've played the links at Pearl Country Club. Such an awesome view overlooking Pearl Harbor. Even if you don't lower your score, you're sure to lower your blood pressure. Emmy Suzuki is 4th generation from the Sumida family, and she manages the farm. So Emmy, tell us a bit about the history of this farm with your family.
Well, my great-grandparents started the farm in 1928, and we've been running it for now I'm on the 4th generation. I think growing up for me, I always knew this was a very special place. But now, as I've gotten older, I've learned a lot more about our history and how much it connects with our community. But I think that when you look at overall the community and this land, it originally was all farmland. And to see now urban development and high-rises kind of surrounding this little green patch here in Aiea, I think it even more reminds me how important it is for us to stay and make sure that we're continuing to nourish the land and nourish the people. The secret ingredient to our watercress is really the Kalau Springs. I mean, this is absolutely the life force of this farm, but it was further emphasized to us when we did a partnership with the University of Hawaii called the EKY study, and they did an extensive 5-year research study that looked not just from a scientific angle at the importance of our farm and the safety of our water and the cleanliness of our water, but also at a cultural and historical value that the farm brings. And that was really, really important and vital to us to understand from a data perspective how we can move forward and make educated decisions on how we can take our farm from the 3rd generation into the 4th generation. Our grass shack is absolutely an icon in Aiea, and we're very proud of it. When the legend goes that we had been regrading the farm back in the 1970s, and one of our workers, we always like to let our workers have their own gardens and be able to tend their own plot of land for their families, and we were starting to encroach on some of that garden. And so my grandfather wanted to build a special little place for that worker to rest, and that was also a beautiful focal point for the community to look at. So it was designed and built, and every year we try and take some time to rethatch it, bring it back to life, and make it beautiful for the community.
You know, I understand that there were tours for Kūpuna to come out if they want, or anyone to come out, and for that matter, but to come out and see the farm firsthand, I'm hoping that those will come back.
We would love to bring back tours. Part of our mission is to nourish the community, and we don't think it's as simple as putting watercress on the table. We think nourishment is more broad in terms of education, creativity, artistry, music. We have a lot of musicians and artists in our family, and we believe that the farm inspires that. And so, you know, at our peak, my uncle, one of his greatest legacies he leaves for us is being able to provide free educational tours for keikis for decades. He has done tours for thousands and thousands of keikis over the years, and we do hope to be able to carry that on into the future and bring those back. And as well, we very much value our Kūpuna. We absolutely know that they're at the foundation and core of our communities and our families, and we do want to bring those back and look forward to the day we can.
Thank you so much, Emmy, for being with us today.
If you would like to learn how to be active by volunteering in your community, call 211 or visit auw.org.
Today we are with Sergeant Chris Kim of Crime Stoppers Honolulu, and he'll be giving us some tips on how to stay safe while out shopping.
Yeah, so for our viewers, we want to just let them know when you're out here shopping, you want to park somewhere that's well lit, secured, and well traveled. For women with your purses, you want to avoid from putting the purse on the top of the cart like this, because oftentimes what we're seeing is that thieves are actually looking for this, because the minute that you turn away, they're actually snatching the purse. The other thing that we want to remind people is that the thieves are actually always out here looking for potential victims. So don't be so engrossed with what you're doing. You know, make it a habit just to kind of look over your shoulder, make sure that no one's really watching you. A lot of times what we're seeing as well is when you're unloading to the vehicle, vehicles would be driving by, and the minute you turn your back around, they're stealing your groceries, especially during the holiday seasons, they're stealing your gifts, purses. So just be very mindful at all times.
A special mahalo to our community partners, Crime Stoppers Honolulu, the Better Business Bureau, and the Aloha United Way.
Still there? That's good. We not pow yet. Let's go check out some cool places to get your groove on in Aiea. I used to be a runner, but now I walk for exercise. Runners Hawaii is a good place to outfit your feet. They will figure out the best shoe for your foot type, gait, alignment, and body mechanics. Old-fashioned service and expert advice. You can't beat that. Okay, enough with the healthy already. I love to snack, and Baldwin's Sweet Shop has everything that your sweet tooth may crave. And Fluffy Kind shaved ice with specialty flavors like ube and guava. Stop in and say hi to Sadie and Francis. Chinese medicine has been around for centuries, and anything that's been around that long must have something to it. Today I'm here with Dr. Tony Provencio, the founder of East to West Integrative Medicine, and he's going to tell us why acupuncture works and how it fits into the medical model, particularly for pain management or any other kind of illnesses that you might be dealing with, and as a preventive. Dr. Tony, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you, Sue, for having me. So acupuncture is most well known for pain management. It has really excellent results for pain management. Things like arthritis, neuropathy, a lot of conditions that respond poorly in Western medicine respond really well to acupuncture. I would say that's kind of how it fits into the medical model. You know, acupuncture in general, like you said, treats the root cause of an illness, like you said. So what we're doing is we're kind of triggering the body's healing response. So a lot of times pain management treatments, when we're doing pain management treatments, that result can be enduring, long-lasting, as opposed to just treating the pain like you're taking a pain pill and then the pain comes back. Chinese medicine in general, we're talking about acupuncture right now, right? But Chinese medicine's a whole kind of list of different modalities that we do, and acupuncture is just one of them. With Chinese medicine, we're treating not only the symptom, which we call the branch, we treat the cause. So we're treating actually both. We're not just treating like the cause, we're treating the symptom as well. So 9 times out of 10 when patients come into our office, they come out with less pain. So it's pretty immediate, the response of pain management.
What about the whole needle thing?
So yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest objection we have to acupuncture. I myself was very fearful of needles. I don't think I've met anybody that was more afraid of needles than myself originally. I remember my first couple of treatments, I practically made the whole table wet. I was sweating so much because I was nervous, not that it hurt or anything, right? But I am also sensitive, so everyone's a little different in sensitivity to the needles, but in general, you don't really feel very much. It's not like a blood draw or a syringe that you're normally associating needle pricks with. Usually if you feel any sensation at all, a lot of times you won't feel any sensation. It's a very small sensation and it goes away right away. The result is while you're here in treatment, a lot of times it's very deeply relaxing. A lot of people fall asleep during treatment. A lot of people come out, they feel very kind of euphoric, very light. Their muscle tension feels, much looser. They feel very relaxed after treatment.
So for the Kūpuna, there are many Kūpuna that are interested, I'm sure, but like me, have their hesitation because of needles. What would you recommend?
Well, I would recommend just coming in and trying a treatment. We can always just do a sample and just try one needle and see how you feel if you're really worried about it. But usually, like I said, 9 times out of 10, if not even more times than that, if I do a sample on someone and I say, oh, this is what a needle feels like, they're like, oh, that's it? I can do that. And then they're okay with doing treatment. Usually the first time we're a little more gentle so we can make sure that they feel comfortable. We cater to the new patients because, like I said myself, I was very afraid of needles and uncomfortable with coming into treatment. But that actually speaks to how well this treatment works. I actually switched careers to pursue this career because of how well it worked in treating my condition.
Cool for Kūpuna is sponsored in part by Simply Sisters.
If you would like to watch this episode of Cool for Kūpuna again, visit our website, coolforkūpuna.com. Also, please follow us on Facebook for behind-the-scenes pictures, videos, and sneak peeks of upcoming guests and neighborhoods to be featured on the show. Cool for Kūpuna, Hawaii show for Kūpuna with an active lifestyle.
This is the year I spend more time standing up than sitting down because 65 is just another number. I choose HMSA Medicare Advantage.
Plans start at $0 on Oahu. Learn more at hmsa.com/Medicare.
If you need Medicare advice, contact us. We are a team of over 80 local insurance agents, fluent in over 10 languages, located on multiple islands, all with one focus: exceptional service. Premier benefit consultants. Medicare advice you need, service you deserve.
This is the year I celebrate life's milestones with loved ones because 65 is just another number. I choose HMSA Medicare Advantage.
Plans start at $0 on Oahu. Learn more at hmsa.com/Medicare.
Now, here's some valuable advice about prescription drugs from our sponsor, HMSA. Did you know that most seniors take at least one prescription drug regularly? Some 2, some a handful. It's a big part of staying healthy as we age. And how do we pay for this and how do we manage it? So I'm here with HMSA's Assistant Vice President of Medical Management, Dr. Stephanie Park. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Park.
Thank you, Sue, for having me here today.
So we know that drugs can be expensive and it's a big part of the budget for seniors that have limited income. What would you recommend?
Thank you for asking that question. I know it's a big concern. Going generic when possible is a big way that people are able to save money on their prescription medications. So my best advice to our seniors would be to talk to their doctor about what options, generic, are possible for them.
Right, generic, I know, and sometimes even generic can be expensive, right?
It can, but hopefully, as a general strategy for lowering prescription costs in total, they're effective because they're the same active ingredients as your brand name medications, but often at a significant savings.
Right. So aside from generic drugs saving money for seniors, what other programs do you know of any?
Well, there's a federal program called Extra Help that can be available for people who need it most. My recommendation would be to call the number on the back of your card and to see if you're able to qualify for this program.
So Dr. Park, tell us about the HMSA Akamai Advantage prescription drug benefits, how they can save money through that program.
Our seniors can access 90-day mail order for the cost of 30-day supply for most of the generic drugs available.
That's huge.
That's a huge savings available for them that most people aren't necessarily aware of. So that's a great benefit for our HMSA Akamai Advantage members.
And what else might you say as far as medication management that could help seniors?
You know, I think the number one thing that our seniors can do to make the most out of their medications is to take them as they're prescribed by their doctor. You know, taking your medications every day, especially when you have a handful of them, can be a really difficult thing. So using a pill box or setting reminders for when you're supposed to take your medications can help you keep this a good routine and, you know, keep you at the healthiest you can possibly be.
Yeah, excellent advice. Thank you so much, Dr. Park, for helping us today with your advice.
Thank you, Sue.
Today's whirlwind tour just scratches the surface of all there is to see and do in Aiea. There are so many more places I wanted to visit, and I plan to be back soon. I'm sure you know of really cool places I missed. I'd love for you to visit my Cool for Kūpuna Facebook page and let me know. After all, we're on this journey together, and that's what makes it all worthwhile and fun. Until next week, malama pono a hui ho. We hope you enjoyed today's show. We sure did. Join us next week for another episode of Cool for Kūpuna.
We're spreading aloha from Keiki to Kūpuna. We malama aina to feed our ohana. Rebuild the fish ponds, plant up the lo'i. We are bringing back the old school Hawaii. We're spreading aloha from Keiki to Kūpuna. We malama aina to feed our ohana. Rebuild the fish ponds, plant up the lo'i. We are bringing back the old school Hawaii.
Cool for Kūpuna was brought to you by HMSA and Premier Benefit Consultants.